What's up, everybody? So I want to make this video a few days ago, actually, where I wanted to talk about Katy Perry's career right now. You know, the state of her career, what's been going on in the past year. I don't really want to go into the witness era because, that was a whole nother shebang, girl. And we all know, there was definitely things that we could have fixed there. But I just want to start with last year, 2019. But before we jump into that, this morning Katy did something that I just thought was very stupid, and I do think she needs a publicist, and I do think she needs a team around her to tell her when to sit her ass down, because sometimes she don't be making no sense. She just talks out the mouth, and she's just, she made a tweet today about Miss Ellen DeGeneres, talking about, Ellen, she's talking about, I don't know really, how other experiences that people have had with you, but I had a great experience with you, Ellen, and I love you, and you're just so kind, and we have all seen through the years that you are, a beautiful, magnificent light, and you are the light that shines upon all of us. Like, God bless you. You are so amazing. XOXO, hearts and kisses, gossip girl. But first of all, Katy, when you say something like that, it really kind of feels like you're rebuking what other people's experiences. So that's first of all. When you say something like, we've all seen how kind she is, I know she's so kind, so I'm extending a hand towards Ellen, let's all be kind to Ellen. That sounds like you're saying, okay, I don't give a fuck about what these workers are saying, because, that wasn't my experience with Miss Ellen, and so therefore it must not be true. That's not what she said, but that's kind of what it implies. That's first of all. So let's not go there. Let's not, try to make other people's experiences seem like they may not have happened, or that they're lying because you had a different experience. Of course, you're going to have a different experience with Ellen DeGeneres because you're a celebrity, bitch. Miss Ellen's not going to be a bitch to you. She's not going to talk down to you, even though, honestly, at this point, when I watch Ellen interviews, she's very condescending to even celebrities. She's kind of rude. She comes off very awkward, and like she doesn't really want to interact with the celebrities, in my opinion. Like, she's not even funny. Half of her interviews is like she only asks like 3 questions. They're fucking stupid questions, and then the rest of it is just like that comedic like facial expressions where she's like, like she'll make like these faces to like make the audience laugh at whatever like is being said. She's just fucking stupid. I don't really care for Ellen. I never did. I don't find her funny, and I don't find her kind, as she loves to say. It's kindness. Like, I don't see that for you. So, but anyway, the point is that I'm saying is that these employees, I believe that these employees were treated very badly from Ellen, because we've all heard that through the years. I feel like that's been going through the grapevine. People that live in LA have always said that for years as well. I get that vibe from her. I didn't really need to be told. I just see that in her. I feel like, her energy ain't right. So I definitely agree with these employees, and the fact that no employees have a good word to say, like, it's only bad words. I've never, like, nobody's coming out of the woodworks to say, no, working for Ellen was so great. Everyone says she's a fucking bitch, she's nasty, and the whole culture around working there is not a good one. So when everybody says it, you have a 0% success rate in there, I'm going to be inclined to believe that. So, Katy, you cannot just, like, tell people that we're going to be kind to Ellen because she was kind to you. Of course she's kind to you. That's how narcissistic, people are. They're going to be very kind and loving and fun to other people who have power and money. She's not going to be rude to you, bitch, but she is going to be rude to the employees. So really, you should have kept your mouth shut. If you wanted to show your support to Ellen, text her. You don't need to do this public, display of affection. You don't, because it's with the that's the ignorance and the tone deaf energy that Katy likes to bring to the table a lot. First of all, I believe, and I love Katy. I think Katy is a very, she's working on herself. I think she has a great energy. I think she's, really cool. Do I think that she might have been a mean girl at one point in her life? Maybe. Possibly. I think that's what that song Smile was all about. Like, she had a big ass ego. She really did. And, that's fine. She's working through it. And I think that deep down, like, her soul is good. Like, I feel like she's a good person. So, but I just also feel that she's ignorant. Like, she'll just say stupid shit, or she'll do things like this where it's like, oh, Ellen was great to me, so I don't believe anything, or whatever, So, she should have just deleted that tweet. Call it goddamn day. She loves to self-sabotage. Like, right before an album comes out, right before Witness, she's making fun of Britney, Britney's haircut, or whatever the fuck she was saying, and all the shit that she was doing before Witness. It was like, girl, I know you don't mean these things that you're saying or that you're doing. Like, I know you don't come from a malicious place, but it comes off tacky and stupid. So here we go again, and your album's about to drop, and here you are talking about Ellen is a great, kind, gorgeous person. She might have been kind to you, but I don't believe that Ellen is a very kind person. Even if she is she's not very kind to her employees, and I am inclined to believe them. So, point in blank, Katy, just calm down, girl. You don't need to insert yourself into situations that you're not. And then before Witness, it was the Taylor Swift thing too, like with the swish swish, like. Just, leave. Bygones are bygones, girl. Let's not bring up this stuff right now. Let's not bring up Ellen. This is not the time or place. Like, text her and tell her, I love you, Ellen, girl. Let's get some wine, or she's pregnant, so let's not do that. But let's, catch up and have some water with lemon and, do some juju magic, whatever she does. And, have a good time. But keep it to yourself. So that's that. But now let's rewind, because we're 6 minutes in, and talk about what I really wanted to talk about, which is the state of her career. First of all, let's rewind back to last summer. Never Really Over comes out. That, to me, I feel like was such a good jump off point for this whole era. I really believe that was like a perfect moment for like a comeback moment, because Never Really Over, I just checked the charts, and she was 15 on the Hot 100, which is great, fantastic, and she was number 10 on radio. Bitch, that's a big hit. That's a big hit, especially from going from the Witness songs that really were not hitting, and besides Change to the Rhythm, everything else pretty much kind of flopped. Especially on radio. So Never Really Over was a big hit. I hear it on the radio. I hear it in retail stores, girl. When I go shopping, Never Really Over is over. Like, everybody knows that song, I feel like. You go to the club, you hear it. It was a hit. People know it. The locals know it. It's a hit. So I thought that was a great start. Great vantage point from what was going on beforehand. But really, the big flop and big mistake that she made was releasing Small Talk as a second single. She was saying it was a pre-buzz single, like it was like a, just a buzz moment, like it wasn't an actual second single. But at that point, when you have the momentum going and flowing and people are on your side again and people are loving you, they were loving her from American Idol, they're seeing the long luscious locks, it was just a good time for her, I thought. So Never Really Over was so perfect, and then you come at us with Small Talk, which was not a good song. I don't give a fuck. It's cute. Like, I've grown onto it. I have. I think it's fun. Like, if it's on, I'll bop to it. But, like, at the end of the day, if you put that song on, you're gonna be like, okay, girl, where's the growth? Where's the maturity? This song is not it. Especially after Never Really Over. So, and I remember I said that in my reaction video. I got a lot of dislikes on that video because the Katy Cats weren't having it. But sometimes you gotta be realistic, girl. You gotta be realistic. That song was not it. Small Talk or Big Flop was not it. So, whether it's a buzz single or a second single doesn't matter, because you lost the momentum. Now, Harley's in Hawaii. This is why I really want to make this video, because yesterday, one of my friends we were talking about Smile, and he was like, I think Smile is going to be one of her best albums, if not her best album, because I love, love, love all the songs. And I said, I really love Never Really Over. I really like Daisies, and I really like Smile. But I didn't know Harley's in Hawaii, so I was like, girl, let me listen to this. Bitch, let me tell you, when I heard that song yesterday, I really should have done a first reaction, because that song is fucking incredible. I cannot get over it. I'm promoting it to everybody. I've been tweeting about it all night. Sending the videos of me watching the music video to everybody, because, bitch, Harley's in Hawaii. Where have I been for the past year? I don't know why I didn't listen to that song. I think I've listened to it once, maybe like 10 seconds of it, and I was like, okay, cute. And then I just kind of ignored it. But bitch, Harley's in Hawaii might be one of her best songs ever. It's so goddamn good. I watched the video. The video is very authentic and like natural feeling. Like, it wasn't overproduced or like a big crazy thing. It was just like cool. Like, the song is cool. You get her personality, and it's very vibey. And the video was just like sexy and cool, just like, it's just vibey. Like, I just fucking loved it. So I love that song. That should have been, what should have happened is, Small Talk, get rid of it. Just don't even talk about it. Never came out. That's what we should pretend. Never Really Over should have came out in like April. Smash through April, May, June. And then Harley's in Hawaii should have came out like late June and been the summer smash. Because if it came out right after Never Really Over, with the music video, debut it all at the same time, boom, I think that would have been Song of the Summer. I really do. Because Never Really Over was already a hit. Like, we were setting up the pavement for it. So the second single, I think radio would have been like, okay, let's hear what it is. And then you would have gotten Harley's in Hawaii. And the girls would have said, shit, this is a fucking hit. And I think that would have went top 10. It totally would have. I can't even get over that song. I can't get over it. That, like, the whole, it's magical. It's so sexy, it's so sensual, but it's kind of different for her. It still feels Katy, you know, very hooky, but it just has, like, this different type of vibe. Like, I felt like there was a good growth there. You know, I felt like experimental as well. So, love that song, love the video. Should have been the second single. And then, at that point, you really should have released the album, you know, in like September of last year or something along those lines. But obviously that didn't happen. So let's come back now to, you know, Never Really Over being a hit, Harley's in Hawaii being a fucking flop, which is so sad because it's literally an incredible song and should have been huge had she made some sense with the marketing. Or not even the marketing, like, just make some sense, bitch. Get rid of Small Talk. Why didn't you just drop the single with the video? Because I remember the song came out or it leaked and then the video came out like a month later. Like, the whole Harley's in Hawaii was like being talked about for like 2 months. Song leaked, video came out like a month later. It was just messy. Like, there's no cohesion to Miss Katy lately. There's no sense making, and it's sad because she's just so talented and these songs are really great and the visuals are so good. Like, she really puts her foot down and she stomps. Like, she gives you good work, she gives you good music, she gives you great videos with themes and interesting visuals. And then she just drops the ball with the way she releases it, in my opinion. That's really been the problem. So, fast forward to this year, Daisies. Okay, I really like Daisies. If you watch my reaction video, you know I really like that song. And I thought that it would have been I thought it was going to be a hit, and it wasn't. And I think that she did the best that she could with that song. Obviously we haven't heard the album, but I know that when I hear that album, there's going to be other songs that would have been a clear-cut standout that should have been this comeback single, like the real lead single for the album, as Daisies was. Like, I know that there's gonna be a better option because there just always is. Like, Katy sucks at picking singles. She sucks at picking singles, girl. Like, I'm so sorry to tell you. So Daisies was cute, but then here we go with the lack of cohesion, because now you release a Smile, which has this whole circus theme. You know, the album, the song, the music video. All of a sudden, it feels like now this is a brand new album or something. It feels totally, completely left field from Daisies. Daisies seem to be like the introduction, like this is the new era, like Love, Light, Jesus, like, you know, like very Daisies and the, you know, sunflower seeds and light and all that shit. And that kind of matched with Never Really Over with that music video as well. And I think it would have matched with Harley's in Hawaii too, because it was very vibey and like light and fun and summery. But then you give Smile, which is very summery and fun and upbeat, but then you have this whole like circus theme going on. I feel like it doesn't match up to, like, what the hell I've been watching or seeing. You know what I mean? Like, Daisies was just totally different thematically and visually to all of a sudden we're heading to the circus. I don't know what, like, there's just no cohesion ever. But, you know, let me not be too negative, because Smile is it's a really fun, funky song. Like, yesterday I was skipping through Central Park, about to go to work, you know, on the swings. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm always swinging. So I'm swinging in Central Park, listening to Smile, and I was like, okay, girl, come on, like, got that smile, or whatever the fuck. And it's so fun, and it's very, like I said, very Target commercial, you know, kids bop. It is, but it's so fun, and it's light, and I think that it's super catchy. Also, but I don't know how I feel about it as a single. Again, like, Harley's in Hawaii and Never Really Over, those songs made so much sense to me as singles, and they actually feel like something that should be massive. Daisies made sense as a single, but it was a little more generic as opposed to the other two songs that felt like big smashes I want to tell everybody about. You know what I mean? I didn't want to tell everybody about Daisies. Like, Daisies was not something that I wanted to listen to over and over again. I just saw that it did seem like something that would be good for radio. But Smile's giving me way more commercial use as a, like, you know, commercials, literally commercials and movie soundtrack and, like, stuff like that, as opposed to, like, a radio single. That's how I feel about that. So, I don't know, girl. But I am loving the visuals. And then, again, with the album cover, that, you know, to me, I thought the album cover was fun. It's very campy. But now I saw these fan-made edits that she's using as alternate covers on her merchandise website. And, those are the album covers that we like to see, girl, because they're still campy. They were very campy, but they made more sense. Like, Smiles, you know, the sad, frowning face, you know, now that I'm listening to Harley's in Hawaii for the first time, I'm like, girl, this don't make no sense. Like, nothing is really lining up. It just doesn't make sense. I need a different theme that matches with the music. I mean, obviously I haven't heard the rest of the album, but so far, not making sense. Besides for Smile. That's why it feels like it's a totally different album than the other 3 songs that she's given us and the other 3 visuals. So it's like, I don't know. Oh, what the hell are we gonna do with Katy? She just sabotaged her whole era, because now everyone's gonna be like, Katy and Ellen, you know, like, it's gonna become a thing. It's just another thing for people to use against her. And just when people were starting to not feel like she's problematic, this comes off as problematic. And it's not a good thing, girl. It's not a good thing. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with Miss Katy. I don't know what we're gonna do with her. But as a fan, as a person who loves her music and loves her music videos, like, laying off on the marketing thing and, like, how I think her career should go or whatever's going on, or, you know, cohesion with everything. I will say that so far I'm loving the music. I love Smile. I really like Daisies. I love Harley's in Hawaii. Literally one of her best songs ever. And Never Really Over, obviously, fun dance classic for the clubs. And so catchy and so fun. You know, so I'm very happy. And the visuals for every song is, you know, she's really putting her foot down. She's really working. She gave us like 10 performances for Daisies, and they were all very visually creative and like something different, and her vocals are sounding better than ever, and she's pregnant and she's fun, and you're listening to her interviews and she's sounding intelligent and, you know, not tone deaf, but then she has these moments where it's like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you doing? What are you doing, girl? So, I don't know. Right now I'm just like, I just want my girl to really be successful. And, you know, I feel like the music that she puts out should be successful. And I feel like the music video, she really puts a lot of effort in. The photo shoot for the whole Smile era, which also confuses me, because apparently she's had this photo shoot and this theme since before she was pregnant. So, like, why did you release Daisies and have this whole, like, that type of theme, when I feel like that doesn't really fit the whole circus thing that's going on? Not the song itself, but, like, the visuals that were going with it. Like, that was very Forever 21 to me. And this is just completely different. So, I don't know. What are you all thinking? As Katy Cats, where's my Katy Cats at? Tell me what you guys are thinking about her, like, how she's running her career right now. Because to me, she's giving me quality content, but she's not really making some sense. And I want her to be successful, but it never lines up in a way that is, you know, elevated and makes sense. So, I'm still super excited for the album, so let's get that straight. Super excited for the album. I hope she changes the album cover on iTunes, Apple Music, and Spotify to one of the new ones, because those fit that theme more, and the songs feel very summery as well, so I wish that the album had come out in the beginning of summer, because I get a summery feel from it already. And then the album cover needs to be, you know, one of those other ones, because they fit the theme and they fit the mood of the songs more, I feel like. So I'm super excited for the album, super excited for the music, and I know that when I hear the music, I'm going to say, bitch, this could have been single, this could have been single, this should have been the lead, this could have been that. But I heard that there's going to be a visual album as well, which is super exciting. So, you know, she's always putting the content out, and she's a hard worker. She's a hard worker, and she's super talented. So I, you know, wish her the best, and I hope that she can rectify this era going forward. Y'all let me know what you guys think of my thoughts, if you guys have any thoughts for yourselves. And, you know, let's pray for Miss Katy. I think she's in a great place right now. Super excited and happy for her with her baby and her husband. You know, she's very good and healthy and loving. So, I just wish she would stop saying stupid shit and doing stupid shit. And also, you know, why are you putting so much effort into your music career, but you're not, like, that's what bothers me, is that she puts so much effort. Like, everything is there. It's just is never lined up with good choices, or good calendar choices, or good marketing choices. Does that make sense? The content is there, it's just not lined up correctly. So, that's it. That's that on that.